I asked for questions on my YouTube community tab and my Discord, and you guys thankfully delivered, mostly on Discord. Now, some of these questions might be a bit obvious if you've watched my channel for long enough, but I'll still answer them because, well, I need a video out of this. But if you did not get to ask a question here, you can very much do that in the comments and I will just reply with an answer. Anyways, getting right into it, what's your favorite ship? Well, pretty easy, it's the Monarch. Now, this might be evident if you have watched my channel for long enough, but I'll go over the reasons why. As opposed to most of the boxes of today, the Sovereign class were the last couple of ships that looked like ships. But I find the Monarch more visually appealing than her sister, the Sovereign. It just looks like she didn't have that much on the top. I don't know why I don't like the Sovereign more. But, yeah. Those gorgeous early 90s looks to her, her blue paint, especially during the Pullman Tour days, and her interiors were just amazing all throughout. I also like her Royal Caribbean livery a bit, but the Pullman Tour look was definitely better. I just don't like Royal Caribbean liveries in general. She also had a pretty cool history, even running aground and almost sinking once. However, she never even made it to 30 and was scrapped in 2020. All in all, it's just really sad that we never got to see what she would have done with a longer career. But there is still hope for the Sovereign class as a whole, because her last sister, the Majesty of the Seas, is currently abandoned in Greece. What's your favorite bus in Hong Kong? Well, I don't really know much about the numbers of buses and the types, but I do know that the Dennis buses were the ones that I rode on the most, and I just like them more in general than a lot of the Volvo ones. If you're talking about brands, then I would definitely say either New World First Bus, because it was the only remnant left of First Ferry until this year, or it would be New Lantau Bus, because I used to take them a lot when I lived in Lantau for God knows how long. Did you ever ride the MRT? Now, no offense to this person, but I have spoken to them on Discord, and they're not really good at spelling. So if you mean the Singapore MRT, then yeah, no, I have not ridden that. I've only been to Singapore once to go to Malaysia, and once for a video to pass through to go to LA in the airport. But I was never able to go on the MRT. I do plan to when I go to Singapore, but for now, no. But if you mean the MTR, which was the Hong Kong Railway, then yes, I've been on that many times, and I used to take that to school a lot. Since I used to live in Hong Kong, I'm assuming that's what this person is asking, but I don't know. Will you do more Stormworks videos with people? Yes, but with school already having started in America, and school starting in Canada as of tomorrow, as of recording this video, it's a bit hard to schedule. But most of the people I do want to collab with live on the West Coast, so timing isn't much of a problem. It's just, figuring out when we're both available. But yes, if there are any Stormworks creators out there that would like to make videos with me, hit me up. By the way, since my videos are such to the quality that I can make them in a single day, which kinda speaks to how good I am at editing, but it won't slow down the video uploading process school that much, because I have multiple things I can do to reduce homework, including the fact that my school doesn't have a lot of homework. But I have a pretty cool video coming out in a couple of days. It's something to do with New York. I think you guys will like it. How did you learn about Stormworks, and what made you want to do YouTube? Well, for the first question, I think I can speak to a lot of Stormworks players when I say Spycakes. Well, more particularly Komodo Gaming. I used to watch a lot of his Sinking Tuesdays videos, and then I think it was around 2018, I eventually got the game. Then I learned about Spycakes, and I ended up liking his videos a bit more. But I also watched their videos side by side for quite a long time. I don't watch them as much anymore because I find that their video quality has slightly degraded a lot in the last couple of years. Heavier editing kind of ruined it. I get that they probably do have fun making these videos, but I feel like it really has fallen into the trap about being more about the money than about having fun. As for the second question, well, if you watched my previous video, it was because I used to watch a channel called Funnel Vision. They would often do very fun things in their videos, and I wanted to be just like them, so I decided to make a channel where I would vlog my adventures. A couple of those videos are still online if you want to watch them. Eventually, though, my interest in ships, which I picked up from watching ferries go in and out of the harbor, eventually turned into making ship history videos. Do you support other YouTubers? Yes, because with the amount of subscribers I have, I really want to promote other channels that have less subscribers than me that I think deserve more, like for example Matthew S. Richards, which makes great videos on ships and ship history just like me. And do you like Filipino ferries? Well, if you looked at my channel, yes. Even if it seems like the Filipino ferry community doesn't like me back. I mean, hey, it's not my fault that their photos end up on Google and then that's where I find them. So if you mean photo grabs, as in going on Google and finding some photos for a video, yeah, I think every YouTuber does that, even the PSSS. I don't want to start too much unnecessary drama, but I will still say that if you want me not to do this, how about you point out what I did wrong, so I can maybe remake the video and make it better, instead of just saying that I did stuff wrong, not pointing it out, and then laughing at it. Hey, it's not my fault it's hard to research Philippine ferries. Would you make a Minecraft server? Maybe kinda like an SMP? Well, I have an idea for one. You see, I want my SMP to basically be where you'd spawn in a recreation of the Earth, particularly in Hong Kong, and you could either go start your own country or join other countries. Like, for example, I'd of course run Hong Kong, and the theme of it, or I guess the idea for Hong Kong would be it's where everyone comes and trades stuff, so if you need, say, dye, but you have a lot of fish, you can trade that or whatever. But yeah, it's still in the works right now, but if anyone knows how to start a SMP server, let alone one on a custom map, let me know. Whose fan do you support the most here? Yeah, I really don't know why he keeps asking me who I support, but he does have a YouTube channel, and I think he wants me to say that I support him the most. I guess I do. There you go. What's your favorite ferry? Well, I made a video on this 2 years ago, but I'd say my opinions have changed a bit since then. For example, BC ferries have definitely made their way up on the list. But I'd still say the Super Ferry 9 and Princess of the Stars I'm still very interested in. It is really hard to say, though, what my favorite would be. The Princess of the Stars less so now, as I don't talk about it as much because I've talked about it way too much. But the Super Ferry 9 I still find a very interesting disaster. Both disasters are really interesting, in fact, still. I would also say the Hong Kong ferries would definitely make it high up on the list. I'm just saying what my favorite ferries in general would be, not what my number one ferry would be, because it's hard to pinpoint just one. And then just one extra one that no one asked for, but I still added over here, which was, why did you used to be named the Ocean Channel 2? Well, it's a bit of an interesting one. You see, when I was coming up with the name, I was really young, which might explain the fact that it's not that creative, but the reason it's 2 is because while we were making it, we figured out there was already a channel called the Ocean Channel, so we decided to just do 2. I chose the Ocean Channel just because I've always been interested in the ocean, depending on what my interests have been. But eventually, the original Ocean Channel had actually deleted their channel, so I just decided to remove the 2 from my name because I thought it was now unnecessary. Anyways, I've got another video to make, so thank you all for your zany questions, and I will see you next time.